Hello everyone, I'm Sarah from Smart Thermal Energy System Group of DTU. We want to talk about VOSViewer, this name, or VOSViewer. The creators of this software call it VOSViewer. With this, you can analyze a library containing a lot of papers, information, a lot of papers. You can analyze them and you can generate this type of figures. Or you can export your data from your analyze as a data file, as a Excel, as a TXT file to other softwares like Origin, Excel, and create other diagrams or create a table. So we have two options when we want to use VOSViewer. We can generate these figures or export our analyze results. These figures can be used to have a better explanations of our library. How we can analyze it, we want to talk about it later, but at first I want to have an explanation about this figure. You can see a lot of circles. Each circle here represent keywords because I generate this figure based on co-occurrence of keywords of almost 200 papers. So each circle presents keywords, and the size of the circles represents the number of repetitions. That means the bigger size, that keyword used in a lot of papers. And there are lines between the circles, shows that, for example, global warming potential and mass transfer, there is a line between them, shows that these two keywords are used in one article. And if I zoom here, you can see that the lines can be with different thickness. This thickness is more than, for example, this one. And it shows that more articles containing these two words. And also there are a lot of colors, purple, green, red. These are represent clusters. Clusters means these keywords are connected together. They belong to one topic. Okay, let's go to the software. At first, I mentioned that we need to create our library. For that, we can use all kind of paper search engines like Web of Science, Scopus, Dimensions, and so on. But I'm using this website. I want to search my keywords, and I want to search these keywords in title, abstract, and keywords. And I want to add a time limited to articles and also in English. Here we need to gather all this information from these articles, so we need to export these informations. You can click on export and choose your type of file, CSV. I choose this. This is an Excel format. If you want to gather the information of all documents, you must click on this and write the number of, okay? And because we don't know how and what information we need, I want to choose all of them. Okay. It needs a little time. Okay. Now we have our library. After that, we need to install VOSViewer. If you visit the website, you can find a lot of information, and also here there is a video. The creator of this software posted on the YouTube. It's a tutorial. You can watch it and learn a lot. And here you can download the file. It's free and you don't need any installation. Also, it's portable. So I'm going to click and open this software. Okay, we want to create a network map, so we click on create. Our file is bibliographic data, so we choose this one, create a map based on bibliographic data. And after that, we must choose our file. There is a lot of variety of files. Because we generate our file from Scopus, we must click on this one. There are a lot of types, like RIS. We can export our file as RIS or other types. I choose this one, so we're going to work with this option. After that, we must select our file, download. Okay, now I want to create a similar of this figure based on keywords. So I'm choosing co-occurrence, and here there is all keywords or other keywords. I want to create based on all keywords. And this one is counting method. Full counting or fractional counting. Full counting is a better representation. If you don't know what is this, you can put your cursor on the question mark and read the explanations. Then we go to next. I want to use a standard number that the software has, the minimum number of co-occurrence of a keyword. That means how many co-occurrence one keyword have. If I choose 5, I can see that the VOSViewer found 1,993 keywords. And if I choose 5, there is 169 thresholds between these keywords. So I'm going to next step, next, and okay, finish. Now we have our figure. We can adjust this figure. Here there is, based on visualization, we can change the size of the circles. We can change the weighting methods. We can change the size of the labels. Always the middle one is the best. You can change the circles to frame if you want, but it is a little confusing to find out the links. And this one, if I change it to 5, you can see that the names will be limited to 5 characters. I saw some papers that the authors haven't any attention to this, and their name was like this. Okay, what is this one? What is this one? Calcium low. I couldn't understand the keywords. It was uncompleted figure. So my recommendation is that you always choose 50, because there is no more than 50 character in the name. And also the font, you can change it. The line, you can change the lines. Here you can change the lines. It's a little messy in the middle of the figure. Always the middle. And here, if I add it, you can see that there will be limit to only some lines. That means, this lines means that, okay, we mentioned that lines represent the number of papers that these 2 keywords existed on them. So here we have at least 12 papers that use these 2 keywords. If I add it, there is no line here. So we can understand that there is at least 12 papers to connect to use these keywords. This is a way that you can find an understanding between the connection between keywords. I want to choose 0. And here is maximum lines. If I choose, for example, 8,000, you can see that there is a lot of lines in background. It's messy picture. It's like a cloud. We cannot understand anything of the lines. So it's better to always use 1,000, the default of the software. And we can change the color of lines. We can change their size to have a straight line. And also you can change the clusters colors. Here we can change the background to black, but it's not good. The white one is always better. And here we can, in this tab, I click on this tab. There is other figure, the colors here represent the times. That means, for example, you can see that the purples belongs to older one,
and yellow belongs to 2023.
One interpretation that we can have from this figure is that, for example, solar power, or this one, or this one belongs to the oldest time. I don't want to mention that they are not popular, but the majority of papers focus on them in the past, more than 5 years ago. But other keywords like, for example, potassium carbonate, calcium carbonate, so on, they are popular, and the majority of papers use them in the recent years. So this way we can distinguish between the keywords they was used in the papers in the more than 5 years ago or in the recent years. So we can focus, if you want to use this software, VOSViewer, to write your review paper, you can focus on the recent keywords to mention them in your abstract to increase the visibility of your paper. Okay, next step, we want to export our figure. You must be sure that all of your figures are existed in the windows. That means you zoom out enough to have all circles in your windows. And then you can click here on the option. Scaling must be always highest one, and include borders and transparent background, because sometimes you need to use this figure in your PowerPoint, and the background of PowerPoint is not always white. So the transparent is good. And then we click on Save. The name. Okay, it's saved. And if we want to look at it, it's a huge file and with no background. It's like a vector. And we can save our project by clicking here, Save, Save a map, and also Save network file. You must save both of them. For later use, you can use your save files. We mentioned that we can use this software in two ways: generating these figures or using our result of analysis. For that, we want to create a new analysis. Our file, as you remember, is from Scopus, so we're going to remain all of this is okay, next. And here we want to have a analysis based on the documents and citation. Here I mentioned that this figure is based on the co-occurrence of keywords, but you can generate other analysis. For example, this one is based on citation between the papers. Each one is a paper, first the name of the first author and also the year. They are papers that citing together. And also you can have an analysis based on the country. The country can be the country of the organization that funded the project, or even the country that authors working on. That means the affiliation of the authors. And you can see that, for example, in our case, Italy, Denmark, and China work most on that topic, and Denmark and China had a lot of connection with other countries. I will explain it later. We're using citation, and the unit of analysis is documents. Minimum number of citation of a document, 0. And the number of documents selected here is
229.
And here I don't want to click finish because I don't want to generate a figure, I want to export all of this data. So in the table, you right-click and export selected documents as TXT or as Excel file, and use it on other softwares like Origin, Excel, and so on. The important part is that how we can have a good interpretation of our figures. This figure belongs to a review paper that I generated on December 2022. These clusters, blue clusters, all of them all these papers belongs to one group. A group of authors that their works was connected together, and even we mention all this work on one paragraph. And the other one is this small circle. Because we generated on December 2022 and this paper was published in 2022, the same year, the size of the circle is small because the size represents the citation, and the total citation that paper received was low. But you can see a lot of lines, a lot of links between other papers. It shows that this paper is a review paper. We use this review paper a lot. It gives us a lot of ideas. These green circles are located in the middle of the picture. If you have a better look, you can find out, for example, this one, cite the other old papers, and also the newest one cite this one. And there is a lot of link that it shows that these papers are important. Their results was too important, and also they inspired other papers. So I recommend you, if you want to work on a review paper, you can generate this type of figures and you can save your time a lot. If you create a diagram like this one, instead of a country, you can generate it for institutions. If you generate it for institutions, you can find out, okay, which institution is more popular, which one connected to which one, and it can help you if you want to build your connection with other institutions, with other universities. You can focus on them. I read 2 papers on bibliometric analysis on renewable energy, and I saw that they use 3 software. One VOSViewer, one Bibliometric, and the other one CiteSpace. This software is also a good software. You can use them. For example, in Bibliometrics, you can generate trend topics. That means these keywords, the trend of these keywords during the years, and the frequency of using them. You can generate this figure that shows the connection between countries. And with CiteSpace software, you can generate more comprehensive figure. It's based on the connection between keywords and also during the years. They call it the time zone visualization map.